What's up, guys? Welcome to today's video. Hope you guys are having a great day so far. It's currently Thursday, 8 o'clock in the morning right now. This video is going to be up later this afternoon. Today's video is something that I've wanted to talk about for the last couple weeks here, and it is the pros and cons of being and becoming a real estate agent. So I know this is a question that I get asked quite often, and it's actually why I'm making this video, because someone asked it pretty recently, and it's something that I've actually am wanting to talk about and excited to talk about here. So I'm going to break down some of my favorite things about being a real estate agent, and then some of my least favorite things about being a real estate agent. For those of you guys that don't know, I've been a licensed agent here in the Arizona area for the last 2.5 years now. I got my license in 2020, late 2020, and I've been representing myself on our projects, and then also a handful of investor clients, and then also families, friends, or just individuals who are looking for their personal home to live in here in the Arizona area. So I'm kind of well versed with it now, and this is what I've experienced in the last 2.5 years as being a real estate agent. So we're gonna start with I'm gonna start with the negatives here. We might go back and forth. We're just gonna kind of go along with this video and see what happens, but I was talking to Edwin about it, who's one of my best friends, who's also a real estate agent. He started at the same time. He also flips houses like I do. And he also owns a handful of rental properties. So we're very similar in the real estate realm, where we're traditional real estate agents. We flip properties, we own rental properties, all that kind of stuff. And he made a really good point. He's like, as a real estate agent, it is commission based. A lot of you guys know. So, like, you are getting paid based on the amount of work that you are putting in. But the other thing with commission based work is you are not getting paid until every single thing from start to finish on this transaction is complete. So for those of you guys that don't know, there's a lot of things that go as an agent, from lead generation to originally like finding a lead, however you get that lead, to whether it be a listing or a buy. But we're just going to go from the buy side, because as a beginner agent, usually you're going to have a lot more buyer clients than listing clients, meaning you're going to have a lot more people looking to buy properties as opposed to finding people that want to sell their property. That's just kind of how it works. So for example, we're going to say you got a lead from, I don't know, Facebook ad or however you're marketing. You met someone, word of mouth, and they're starting to look for a property. So you have to get them pre-qualified. You then have to start setting up a search criteria in your system, your MLS. They're going to send you listings. You're going to send them listings. Usually after a week or two of sending listings, you're going to go out and actually start showing them properties. Now, this can take, I've had clients who have made my life extremely easy, and the first house they see is the one that they want. Some clients haven't even seen the property and they want to make an offer on it. And then you have clients that you'll show them 10, 15, 20 houses all around the entire city. I have a client that, this video has nothing to do with this client, but I have a client that is looking in the far west valley of Phoenix, Arizona. I live in the far east valley. So every time I show this family a house, it is about a 3.5 hour round trip for me. It's about an hour and 15 minutes out there, about an hour and 30 minutes back, depending on what time of the day I go. It's about 30 to 45 minutes of actual showing houses to them. And then just the back and forth between the houses while I'm out there as well, if I'm showing them multiple houses. It's about 3.5 hours like total out of my day. And the thing is, commission-based work, you don't know if these clients are going to end up following through or not. I've had clients, not even just one or two, I've had a handful of clients. I actually had one about a month and a half ago. I showed him probably about 10 to 12 houses over like a month period. And then right when we were about to submit an offer on an awesome property, negotiated with the real estate agent, got him down to what he wanted, he thought he was comfortable with. And then we ran the numbers with the lender, and he's like, oh, I'm actually not ready. Not only he wasn't ready to purchase this house, but he's like, I'm just not ready to purchase a house right now. I thought the monthly payments were going to be a lot less than what they actually were. And that comes down to partly me not vetting him enough, or vetting this client enough, to figuring out, We probably should have put him through with my lender because he was with another lender previously. I probably should have double checked with my lender, ran some numbers because the lender he was working with was kind of giving him fabricated numbers. So when he got the monthly payment expectations on it, he's like, actually, that's more than what I wanted to pay. It's more than what I'm comfortable with. So I'm just not going to buy right now. I'm going to save up a little bit more and I'll come back a little bit later. Now, the thing is with those clients, they will come back. They're going to buy. I know he's going to buy. He's a great guy. He's going to buy. He's going to save up a little bit more money. This may not be my client within the next 6 to 12 months, but he will come back to me in the next 12 months because of that reputation that I built. But there could be times where you're showing him 15 houses, hours and hours and hours of your time free. You're actually paying money if you have a gas-powered car to pay for gas to put in your car, and a lot of them won't even end up buying, or they get cold feet and they'll wait a little bit longer. So a big thing and as a real estate agent is you don't get paid until every single step of the way is done. Like, I don't get paid for just showing someone houses. I don't get paid for getting a house under contract. I've had houses go under contract and then they get cold feet because the inspection comes back a little bit different than what they wanted, or the negotiation between the inspection or the buyer and the seller on the inspection report doesn't go well, so they back out of the deal. So there's a lot of ways where you can put in a good amount of work and still not get paid as a real estate agent. So it's a very good point Edwin brought up the other day. He's like, until that house physically closes and you get that commission check cut from your broker, you're not getting paid. And that's one of the biggest downfalls, is like, you can do so much work and you don't have any guarantees. Number 2 is there is a lot of emotions involved here. You're dealing with people that are most likely making their biggest decision of their life. And you have to remember that as a real estate agent. As a real estate agent, most of the time you are in the trenches every single day, looking at properties, looking at the market every single day. So it's a lot different for you than someone that is either buying their first property or selling their first property. There's a lot of uncertainties for them. There's going to be a lot of emotions. There's going to be a lot of back and forth if they're doing the right thing, if they're not doing the right thing. And as a real estate agent, you have to be able to kind of cope with that, walk them through it, and just understand that your perspective and their perspective on the same exact deal you're looking at is completely different. So you have to make sure you can handle your emotions, handle other people's emotions as well. The third thing, which is the thing that I'm realizing the most as I've been in it longer and longer, this mainly applies to real estate agents that are just getting started. Once you have good reputation in the industry, you have past clients, referral clients, word of mouth after you've been in it for 5-10 years, it becomes a little bit different. But like 95% of your focus as a beginner real estate agent should be lead generation. It almost feels like you're not a real estate agent, because the easy part about being a real estate agent is showing houses, is listing the property, is sitting on your computer, creating a listing description, or searching or creating a search box criteria or a buy box criteria for your buyers in the area, setting up appointments, scheduling appointments, even negotiating with agents, listing agents, buyers agents, writing up the contract on your computer, doing office work is like the easy stuff. The hardest part is just generating leads, generating clients, getting serious clients as well, vetting them, making sure they're ready to go, getting them pre-qualified. All that stuff is very, very difficult, and it takes a lot of the emotional capacity from you, and also a lot of the physical work too, like how are you going to get these leads? Calling them, texting them, constant follow-up, making sure once you have them to keep them in your pipeline for down the road. So doing constant follow-up with them, that should be your main focus, and that is the hardest part as well. Now, it's not like a negative thing, but it's just one of the more difficult things that people often don't think about. They think being a real estate agent is just showing houses and like writing the contract and comping properties. You can learn that quite easily. For me, at least, the hardest part is generating those leads. And a lot of it comes from social media, from videos like this and from my Instagram. And that's how I get a lot of my leads. It depends on how you get your leads. There's a few friends of mine that have like 60-40, where you only get 40% of the commission split with your broker, but they are literally spoon feeding you leads. So that's a little different for someone like me that's a little bit more independent, where I'm not getting, literally no leads are getting spoon fed to me at all. Every single lead I get is from myself. So it's a little bit different. Yeah, you could go the route, which I honestly suggest as a beginner agent, if you are getting started, take the route where you're going to find someone that's literally going to spoon feed you leads, and take just less commission, make less money that first 1 year, 2 years, learn how they get their leads, and kind of learn how to talk on the phone and all that kind of stuff, learn how to show properties and all that. And yes, you'll take a big commission cut on it, but I would say the most difficult part getting started is generating your own leads. So now for the positives. Absolutely the best part about being a real estate agent, actually there's a few things. One of them is just being able to help people, knowing that you help someone buy their dream home, buy their first investment property. It's the biggest purchase they're likely going to make in their life. And you being able to walk them, guide them, and have them put trust in you is one of the best feelings ever when it comes to a close. And I've had clients that bought 2 years ago. They were hesitant. They were on the fence about it. And then they've texted me. They're like, thank you so much for kind of like guiding me in the right direction, reassuring me that this was the right decision for a lot of my investor clients, because now they're sitting on a ton of equity or a low interest rate, whatever it may be. So that's one of the best things. The other thing is how flexible being a real estate agent is. Like, you make your own schedule, which is a good and bad. Some people that need a little bit more structure, it can be difficult because you can catch yourself kind of slacking off sometimes. My schedule is like, I try to have as much structure as possible, but when I have 4 or 5 clients at one time where they want to see properties, they want to hop on a phone call, they want to set up a meeting, a Zoom meeting, whatever it may be, I kind of have to tailor my schedule towards that. But for the most part, I still have a good grasp on my actual schedule. I choose when I want to go to the gym. I choose when I want to wake up. I choose when I want to go to bed. I don't have anyone telling me, unless I schedule my own appointments, that I need to be somewhere at a certain time, which I absolutely love. There's no mandatory meetings for me. I can pick up and fly to Vegas in 30 minutes and no one would wonder where I'm at. No one would care. No one would be like, you missed this, you missed that. That is one of the best feelings. And if you can get yourself to the point where that is sustainable, where you have systems in place to where you can be flexible like that, that is like one of the best things as being a real estate agent. The other thing is the pay. It's commission based. Pros and cons. It could be really bad, it could be really good, but you are working for the amount of money you're making, and commission based is always one of the best careers, I think. Like sales, stuff like that. You are a salesperson as a real estate agent. Is a really good career if you are self-driven. So it can be really, really lucrative. For me, I love doing it because I'm in real estate every single day, whether it be as a traditional agent like I'm talking about now, or looking for potential houses for me to flip, or managing my rental properties or my clients' rental properties, whatever it may be. Like, it's really cool to be able to make money in all these different avenues, which is still like centered around real estate. Last but not least, once you've been in the industry for 5-10 years, I'm really excited because I hear this from a lot of people that have been in it for a while, is you kind of just get less focus of your time goes on lead generation, because you start getting repeat clients, you start getting word of mouth clients. As long as your reputation stays high for the last 5-10 years you've been in the industry, as long as your follow-up's good, you're going to get repeat clients. You're going to get clients that's like, hey Nick, I'm ready to upgrade, I'm ready to sell my house right now and buy another one. There you go, you just got double commission on that property, which can be huge. Average house here in Arizona, I think around $400,000 to make it easier. If your commission, we're gonna say 3%. A lot of the times it's between 2.5% and 3%, but that's about a $12,000 commission. If you double that, $12,000 when you sell their house, and then they want to upgrade to a $600,000 house, that's $15,000. So then you have $27,000 from that one client that happened to be a repeat client because you dedicated all your time 2-3 years ago when you're first starting out to show them houses, and they're going to stay loyal to you. And then they have a friend that wants to buy or sell their house. There goes another $12,000-$15,000 commission check. And I know friends that have been in it for 5-10 years now, and they're just getting repeat clients. They're getting investor clients that want to buy their 3rd or 4th rental property. And I'm really, really excited for that. And I think that's a huge positive once you have the longevity in the real estate game. But that's going to take time. A lot of real estate agents, I don't know the number on it, but a lot of real estate agents won't stay in it long enough to get that. But that's pretty much it, guys. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. This camera died a few times throughout this video. This is going to be a fun one to edit, but I hope this video is able to help you guys out. It's on the longer side. Drop a like, drop a comment. If you guys are interested in buying or selling in the Arizona area, I am a licensed real estate agent. I'd love to help you guys out, whether it be an investment property, sell your primary property, buy a second property, buy a dream home. I'm here to help. I love to work with you guys. You guys can message me on Instagram. I respond to every single DM, and I'll see you guys soon.